up, everybody? It's your girl Emmari, aka She Have It All. I'm back again with another video. So today is, what's today? Give me the date because I gotta remember this. Today is the 31st of May. Okay, it is Sunday. I am currently in Philadelphia. If you have not heard already, y'all should already know about George Floyd dying. If you don't know, he was murdered by the police. He's murdered by the police. You know, a cop held his knee down on his neck for about 8 minutes, if not longer. Oh, crap, sorry. Got a little bit of a glare. For about 8 minutes, if not longer. Damn it. Sorry, y'all. The lighting's a little funky right now. And killed this man. So, we are fed up. When I say we, I mean my culture. I mean African Americans. I mean blacks. And I mean even the people who are not just black, but the people who are associated with us or, you know, love people in general. So people are upset. There are riots going on all over the world. And it basically just started happening in Philadelphia yesterday. So it started yesterday down Center City. They started rioting and looting. I was at work during this time. And this started going on. So, of course, it started off as a peaceful protest, marching for George Floyd. You know, we need our justice. And now things are going a little out of hand. There's a lot of stealing going on. They're breaking into a lot of stores, sneaker stores, hair stores, phone stores, whatever stores is out there, they're breaking in. So, it actually rolled over into today. I was off today. But they were rioting again today. They said they've been out there since 7 a.m. They went back down Center City. They continue on to Kensington Avenue. Aramingo Avenue, I heard. They was on Aramingo Avenue. Once the riot got to Aramingo Ave, they shut the city down. So everybody is to be in the house by 6 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock a.m. Unless you're an essential worker. You could be out here. But the city is supposed to be shut down 6 to 6. And all retail stores are closed. All markets is closed. All in Philadelphia area. All these stores are closed. So I've seen a lot of like things going on. A lot of things been being said. I've been mostly observing for the most part right now. Of course, I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm disgusted. And I don't really know what they expected. Like, I'm not proud of the stealing. I'm not proud of the looting that's going on. But at the same time, I'm not sure what they was expecting. What are you expecting people to do at this time? People use their anger people express their anger in many different ways. For Hibachi?
No, that's for Acme. That's all the way back there.
Sorry, we just got to for Acme? Is that where I'm going?
Yeah. For Acme.
Oh no, I can't go there. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, hell, you already know. What about Giant?
Giant, the one down the road, we can try that, but it might be the same thing.
Did y'all just see that damn line? I was coming. Okay, so I'm an essential worker. I had no idea that this was going to happen, so I didn't run to the market. So I was trying to hurry up and get to the market before, you know, stuff go down for real. But did y'all just see that line? It's no way I'm getting in it. Yes, please. There's no way. Oh.
You know they're going to be the same.
Yeah, it's no way I'm waiting in those lines. It's just not a thing.
Have to change to Hibachi. Oh, what you looking at that for? You see that line at Giant? I mean, Acme, you think Giant ain't gonna be the same way?
It might not. It might not. But what's the problem in seeing if we're already down here? And I came down here for the seafood.
So we gotta go further down on your road.
And that's an issue for you?
Yeah, because what if Hibachi closed on a week on down here?
Then call and order your food, because so now it's about you.
No, you're gonna have to get something else too. If that line crazy up there.
Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm not sure what people are. That's not what I was saying. I was saying that I was trying to make it to the market because I had plans on eating some seafood. I wanted the seafood boil, and I thought I was gonna be able to do that. Farrah had a hair appointment earlier, so I thought that we could do the hair appointment, then I can go to the market. While her hair is getting done, stuff started getting crazy in the streets, and everything was shutting down. So I was hoping to even get out of the area that I was in, because I heard that the riot might be coming towards the way that I was, which was close to 69th Street. The looting was supposed to come down there as well. So I just didn't want to be in the area in the vicinity when those types of things are going on. But let me be clear, okay? I stand with my black people. I stand with my people, okay? We are angry. We are upset. We are tired. We've been stopped believing the lies. We've been knew that we couldn't trust the law. We've been knew that we couldn't trust the justice system. We've been knew we couldn't trust our government. We've been knew we couldn't trust our president. These are things that we already knew, you know, but we deal with it day in and day out because we still living in this world, and half of us are still working for the white man because we don't have a choice, right? So we still do this shit. Along with y'all let me stop saying y'all. Let me be careful with my words, okay? Along with police enforcement and other people, white supremacists or whatever you want to call them, killing us along the way. We've been taking it. Black people have been dropping dead. We've been taking it. People have been found dead in the cell. We've been taking it. Not saying much. Yeah, we're sad about it. We talk about it. We're not doing nothing about it. What really can you do? What do you do when you're forced into a corner? When nobody chooses to listen to what you're saying? When nobody chooses to treat a black life like it matters? What do you do? Because just not too long ago, you know, Aubrey was shot down by white supremacists while he was jogging because they say he looked suspicious. It took 4 months for y'all to even lock him up. We didn't riot then. We didn't even riot when Trayvon Martin happened. We didn't riot then. It's a pattern. It's a consistent pattern that you get tired of. And now here we are. And you want to act shocked. The world wants to act shocked. It's been a long time coming. I want to be out there protesting. I want to be out there making a stance and making a change. I will not be out there looting. I will not be out there breaking into places and stealing, because I'm not going to forget the message that I want us to be sending, which is we need to stick together. It needs to end. I don't know if it's going to end. I don't even know if this is going to make anything better. But at the end of the day, you're tired. You can't trust nobody. We barely trust each other, but we come together at the end of the day when it's necessary. But the shit that's going on out here is not okay. Now we got coronavirus. We already had to stay in the house. And now we have this. And now the city is being torn apart. I don't really, necessarily... I'm not mourning for the city of Philadelphia. I'm not mourning for Philly. I'm not mourning for the places that's going to have to clean their stores up. I'm not mourning for these places. I'm sorry if I sound ignorant, but that's just what it is. I'm mourning for the people that we've lost. I'm mourning because of the state emergency that we're in, the confusion that's going on, the loss that people are feeling. This is where my hurt is coming in. Also, not knowing what's going to come after this. I don't know. I don't know, man. I had wrote a status earlier today, and I haven't really said much about the topic like I said before, but I needed to express myself because it's just getting tiring. Oh, it closed.
Yeah, didn't it used to be a supermarket?
It was Giants. That's why I was telling you to come here. Oh, how annoying.
Sam's Club closed.
It's alright. It's a wrap. Seafood another day. Oh well. I guess I gotta figure out something. I guess see if Hibachi just placed the order. So you don't want Hibachi?
I'll take Hibachi. I'm just putting up other options.
You know Hibachi gonna be expensive. Yeah. So it's not good lighting for my video.
And if I'm gonna pay all that money.
Pause. I'm annoyed because now we're just sitting here in the parking lot because Emmari is indecisive and he does not know what he wants to eat, and then he tried to put all this pressure on me.
No, that's not it.
And first of all, when you have your mind set on seafood, because that's what I have my mind set on, and now I can't get that because I don't want to get in that long ass Acme line, which I refuse it. So now I don't know where my heartstrings and my taste buds set on. I'm telling him to just make a decision and he just refused. I can't do nothing with that. I know the city is messing with my appetite, and I don't like it. So anyway, yeah, let me figure out what we're gonna eat, so you won't sit here wasting valuable minutes, and I'll be back with you guys. Hey y'all, I'm back again. We finally figured out what we was gonna eat. So we didn't do, well, we talked about Fridays, but didn't do Fridays. So we ended up going back to Hibachi's. Yeah, and we got Hibachi's. And actually, when I swung back around, Acme had no line, so I did run in. They had no seafood, no crab legs or Dungeness. They was out of all the crab legs. So we have Hibachi's Grill, the actual hibachi where they, cook in front of you, whatever. We order for takeout. So I have the combo. I have a steak, shrimp, rice, and broccoli. I have the side salad. And they make their own dressing, which is actually really, really good. And this is my first time. I'm going to be trying some, what kind of wings is these?
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue wings, spicy, that I haven't had. And Mario over here, he got basically the same thing here, but instead of steak, he got chicken. So we're going to hop right back into it. Y'all already know we was talking about Floyd. What happened in the situation with the police murdering him. Y'all already know I was talking about the riots that's going on out here in Philadelphia. So we're going to get right back into that conversation, but I'm going to just go ahead and taste this a little bit first because I'm hungry. Y'all know I was out there looking for my meal. So, and we was doing, what, a few and few or half and half because I wanted some of that chicken. So, is that enough?
Yeah.
Alright. This one. Alright. That's good. Alright, yeah, because I wanted some of his chicken. So. Alright, and we had a rice right here. I'm going to just slide some of that in there because I like to eat mine with. Shrimp right here. I ain't had Hibachi's in a minute. So I have had Hibachi's before. My favorite thing to get actually is the shrimp and steak combo. That's good. They do have some eggs and they rice, but it's still pretty good. Like, well done. I get my steak well done. That's how I like it. It's the best way to go. So, as y'all know, I got Emmari over here. And I just like, want to have this conversation with him because it's important. This is an important topic, and it's happening right outside. Like, that's the craziest part. It's happening right outside. We hear sirens every minute. We hear helicopters. This is our world today, y'all. This is what's going on. Emmari, what is your thoughts, first of all, on the police killing George Floyd?
just shouldn't happen. I believe. I mean, I've been reading a lot too about how he knew him because he worked in a club with him or something. He did security at a club with him.
Who?
The cop.
He knew George Floyd?
Yes, he knew him. He worked at a bar or club. They did security together.
Wow.
A while, like I don't know how many months it was or whatever, but he knew him. So I think they had beef. He seen his opportunity and then took it.
Wow. That's a whole nother concept too.
And with all the new evidence coming up, showing that he wasn't resisting and they was just beating up on him.
Yeah.
He had a beef with him.
I feel like that was real interesting that the video cut out. Like, you see them have him up, get him out the car. You see them put him up against the wall. Then it blanks out or something like that. And then he's just on the ground.
There's another video.
Okay.
That they don't show him in a police car, but they show two cops, the Asian one. One inside doing a lot of movement, and the other cop outside being lookout. Yeah. That's probably what cut out.
That's why that whole clip was going.
So, do I believe they're gonna get charged or being convicted? No. Especially since the medical examiner is saying that he had high blood pressure, all these other things going wrong with him. But that has nothing to do with if you're gonna be on somebody's neck, but then say when the medical examiner examines them, which they work for the state or city, whatever, so they can be bought, they can be persuaded to say whatever the hell they want to say.
They can be feared into it, threatened. Threatened into it.
And we all know that man died because somebody was on his neck. High blood pressure. I got high blood pressure. I ain't dead yet. I had high blood pressure for 3 years now. I ain't dead yet. So, with that being said, that wasn't the cause.
Right.
In my mind.
No, and it wasn't the cause in mine. When I read that, because I think I read that actually earlier. It said, breaking news. The autopsy report came back for George, and it wasn't because of any asphyxiation or anything like that. It basically was saying that because of his health and because of the alcohol that's in his system. Okay, so, but he was fine before somebody put their knee on his neck. He was telling you he couldn't breathe before he died. That's the difference here. I don't care what was in his system. I don't care what he did the day before. I don't care what he did an hour before. The reality is, at that moment, at that time, that's what contributed to his death. And he's only been charged for what? Third degree. Which is like manslaughter. Okay? And then the other cops that was involved, they've been let go, but not yet charged. What we waiting for? Because they wasn't protecting and serving either. They ain't say nothing to their man.
Why they ain't got conspiracy?
They ain't say nothing to their man like, hey, ease up. No, y'all was okay with it. They all was kneeling on his body. Y'all all listened to his pleas and did nothing.
Did nothing. Didn't care.
Didn't care what you was scared to stand up to your friend? Was that your sergeant? Was he the head nigga in charge?
All regular cops.
Regular cop. Real quick, shout out to Hibachi. I'm telling y'all, go in there and just get a salad. They make their own dressing. I don't know what it is, but it's good. Anyway. But no, it's ridiculous. They have not all been charged. I feel like they should, because they also stood by. They did not try to reprimand their brother, because that's what they would call each other, right? They did not try to stop him. They did not try to whisper in his ear and let him know, hey, maybe you should ease up. Maybe you should relax. None of that happened. None of that happened. They sat there and let a man die. And this is the reality that we are with today. Like I said, Philadelphia was closed at 6 p.m., y'all. 6 p.m. was our curfew tonight. Because that's how bad it is out there. 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Which means I can't go outside right now. Ain't nothing open. Ain't nothing open anyway. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing at the end of the day. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm gonna keep track of stuff. I'm gonna pray that my people are safe. I'm gonna pray that everybody is safe out there tonight. I'm able to make it home at night. But don't ever forget how this started. Don't forget that we're here because they are killing with no regards. That is why we're here. They'll distract you. They'll sprinkle the violence. They'll sprinkle that at you. They'll send that your way. But that's not the message that's being sent. Let's all go back to where it started. How it started. How it started. That's why we out here fighting. Yeah, it's going left. Oh well. We out here fighting. We all we got. We all we got at the end of the day. And y'all president ain't making it no better. Cause I don't claim him. Never have. He ain't making nothing no better. But let's not pretend like we ain't know he was racist. We been knew he was racist. I didn't vote for Trump. It was never a secret. There it is. I ain't vote for him. First of all, like I said, I've been lost faith in a lot of things that's supposed to be set in place to protect people, to serve people. I've been lost the faith in some of those things. Most of those things. And I just pray that I'm never in a state of emergency. Could you imagine somebody having to call 911 and I'm not even white and privileged? I'll pray that I'll get somebody to give a shit about me that day. I pray that somebody want to do their job that day. I pray that somebody will care about my life that day. Because y'all don't even think about that. Who they protect and serving, because it ain't us. And they're who we supposed to call when we in danger, when we scared, when we being attacked. We're supposed to call 911. We already know they're not going to show up for us. They out here killing us. Right along with anybody else. So who are we supposed to call? Who's protecting us? Who's saving us? Let me know. I'll wait. Alright. Thought you was about to say something. Thought you had something to fuck to say. Oh, excuse me. I'll repeat that. It's unfortunate. And like I said, things that we've been through that we have to live with every day. Every day. And I'm tired of the ignorance. I don't want to hear your ignorance. All life matters. Yes, all lives do matter. And in order for all lives to matter, so does black lives. They have to matter, right? We're part of those lives, right? But you don't care. You can sit here and shout out your ignorance about the situation. You know nothing about nothing. And if you don't have nothing to say, just don't say it at all. Don't say it at all because you don't understand. You don't understand the feeling. You don't understand at all. And that's okay. Just accept that you don't understand. Don't talk shit. Don't talk about what you don't know about. Because it's ignorance. I seen a post, she said, some girl said, people die every day. They absolutely do. And only black people get murdered by cops every day. Anything that you have to say, I can rebut it. At the end of the day. I see posts like, oh, y'all say bye to that stimulus check. As if we're worried about money. I'm sorry. Sorry, honey. Well, I don't. Some weirdos out here. I ain't gonna say no names because I know a few. But some weirdos out here got the nerve Ain't never said a word about George Floyd. But got the nerve to be talking about this stimulus check. Man, listen. Like they said, you either with us or you against us. No, I'm not going to be out here stealing and robbing no stores. But if it was a peaceful process, I would love to join it. Like I said, make no mistake about it. You know where I stand, okay? Because any humane person who looked at that situation, who seen that video, who heard that man cries, any humane person know it wasn't right. Any humane person know it was murder. Any humane person, knows that he deserves to go to jail. If you sitting there trying to make a sense of anything that he did, if you're sitting there trying to make sense of anything they did, from Trayvon Martin to Sandra Bland, anything that they've done, then you're not a humane person. You're actually inhumane. Did I say that right? I feel like I'm saying low main at this point. But inhumane is the word. Yes, that's who you are. That's what you are. Because a decent person would not be looking at color. A decent person sees a person for what it is. And why some of you people, didn't like that, sorry. While some people raise their kids to hate other people of color, of stature, people that's lower than you, maybe poorer than you. But we don't. I know I don't. Okay? I don't send my kids to bed at night telling them they should hate the white man and they should hate the white girl next to them in class, or the poor person that has less than them, or the person who couldn't afford whatever kind of sneakers or whatever situation may be. I don't raise my kids that way. And unfortunately, that's not the situation for everybody's household. Unfortunately, my daughter, my son will have to walk out of this door and still face racism at the end of the day. And that's if I can make sure they get there. Because it's 2020 and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen. So if I can get them there, I want them to identify that racism still exists. I don't care how tired that y'all are of hearing it. It exists, and it is what it is. You're tired of hearing it, we're tired of feeling it. We're tired of being involved in it. Okay? Whew. I'll preach. And I didn't even know I had it in me. You don't even know how you really feel until you start speaking about it. Emmari, do you agree with anything I'm saying, or am I crazy?
No, I agree. That's why I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay. I thought I could just ramble.
Yeah. Get gas.
Oh, shit. Oh, hey. I'm almost losing my minutes, that's why. I might have to start this over. Right?
I don't see no minutes up. Oh, yeah, there you go.
17:41. I thought I had more.
You got a minute left.
I don't know. I might have started over on yours to get a sense of it, because this is an important video. This is an important video. And you will not cut me off, Tom. I'll still be talking. And I'm going to finish this. And I ain't tasted the wings yet. So I'm not crazy. You'll learn. How you feel about Philadelphia rioting? Actually, I'm probably gonna stop this right here. Yeah. So sorry for that pause, guys. I had to rewind this back because any other time I would just end it right there. But these are important topics that we must discuss. So I was just about to go ahead and let Emmari tell y'all about what's going on while I finish this, because this is really good. Like I said, y'all, this is chicken, steak, shrimp, rice, salad. And what's this, honey?
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue.
So basically, we got what's going on in a lot of other major cities. People stealing stuff. Sneaker stores, Targets, Walmarts, supermarkets. You know, they're just running in there. I don't condone it. I feel like if we're going to destroy some shit, we need to be destroying some of these people houses that committed these crimes against our people. I feel like if you want to take anger out, take the anger out on those people. The people who's wronged you, not the people who are just trying to get by, small businesses and all that other stuff. Take it out on somebody that it will matter. Somebody that will see what they did, they shouldn't do again. I had another thought that I wanted to speak on, but
can't come to you?
Yeah, I'm not getting it now.
Okay, babe. You will. In the meantime, I just want to read y'all my the status that I actually had wrote earlier that I had posted on my social media. This was the first thing that I had to say about the situation. Like I said, I sat back, I watched, I listened. But at some point you get a place in your life where you can't just be quiet anymore. And I'm a person that talks. I love to talk. But anyway, I had an opinion. Even more importantly. But that's what I said. I said, I'm here for a protest. But stealing and trashing these stores, side-eye, are we losing sight of why this began? I'm seeing kids out there trashing places. Do they know what they're out there for? I'm seeing white people vandalizing shit, writing Black Lives Matter. Are they a part of the problem? Listen, at this point, I don't know what it's going to take to get the justice that we deserve. But this is complicated. Even when we are peaceful, we are still considered animals. Even when we fight fair, we lose. Even when we speak, they don't listen. America backed us into this corner. What do you expect from a race who feels they have nothing else to lose? A race that's disposed of so frequently that some of us may have started to believe we ain't shit. That this is all we are, violent. I wish we could do this differently. I wish we could find a better way. And then I put my black fist up. Power to the people. 2 times. Two emojis. Black fist. Anyway, that was my post. It took me a second to write it, but it came literally from my heart. And this is exactly, how I felt. Like I said, I do not condone the stealing, the tearing everybody's business down, even the people that hasn't, hurt us physically or personally. I don't condone that. But we can't factor in who gets hurt during these protests. Like, you don't factor in how we feel when you take another black life as if it doesn't matter. If that makes any sense at all. This is us being fed up. This is us being done. This is us not giving a fuck. Excuse my language. But that's exactly what it is. You're getting a real. And what do you want? What do you want somebody to do? You know? Oh, crap. Soy sauce.
Just gonna smear it in.
I know. I need to get it because it's yellow. Anyway. Check on your friends. Check on your black friends. Check on your black mamas, uncles. And I'm saying this because I know a lot of people in my family have interracial relationships. White, Puerto Rican, Asian. So no, it's not just the black people that need to be checked on. It's people who is in interracial relationships need to be checked on. You know, biracial kids need to be checked on. Because at the end of the day, what you teaching your kids and what I'm teaching mine is 2 different things. When I send my kids to bed at night, they need to know what's going on out here in America, and we ain't favored. And that's the fucking facts. And they're gonna know it. Because I'll be damned if they come out here and be shocked by some racist shit that go down. Just know what could happen. Know what to expect.
Know how to act in that situation.
Exactly. Exactly. And so now we gotta act extra polite. We gotta smile extra hard. You know what I mean? Let me double check my car. No, I don't even carry weapons. Let me just make sure ain't nothing in here. You don't even know what type of time that cop about to be on. At the end of the day, we pray for a ticket. I pray after I leave this situation, I just get a ticket. I pray for that. We pray for that. Because it's not just a traffic stop. It's not just you running a light. It's not just a cop pulling you over. This means life or death. When a cop pulls you over and you black and you DWB, it's life or death. When you get pulled over by a cop, do you get scared? Comment that down below. Do you get scared? You think he about to put a bullet in your ass? Or drag you from your car? Or throw you in a fucking cell and then you might end up dead somewhere? No explanation? Because that's what happened to Sandra. Right? She got locked up. She got thrown in the cell. Hours later was just dead in the cell. No answers to how. None of that. But okay. We'll accept that that's another life that of course somebody has taken, but we have no answers to. God forbid I go for a jog and I look suspicious. Because now, jogging's not, I'm going to get a treadmill. Ain't going to catch my black ass out there. You know why? Because I'm trying to catch a bullet in my ass. Do you have that fear? Do we share that? Those tendencies? Then you don't know what you're talking about. If you don't understand, don't speak on it. I'm tired of the ignorance. I'm tired of that. I'm over that. Oh. Over it. Oh, man, right on point. Right on point. Anything else you want to say, honey? Because I've been ramble.
Yeah, you saying it for everybody. Black power.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How about the food?
Mm.
You ain't trying chicken yet, though.
I mean, that's what I just...
No, I'm talking about this chicken.
Oh, it is onions in here.
Yep.
I didn't see that. Mm. Oh, I'm going to nip this last little situation. I'm not even supposed to be eating right.
The cops.
More sirens, y'all. All day. All day.
On another car. Oh, and another one.
Damn.
3 cars.
That's 3 cars, y'all.
Probably going to the shopping center.
The one down here?
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah, well, ain't there many other shopping centers right now? We got the Walmart one, but...
Damn. Come on, y'all.
What's some of that sauce in there?
You know I like my sauce. You know I like my shit saucy.
You ain't gonna finish that.
Say no. I probably won't, but I'll have a little left over. Now I'm trying to see if I want to taste that and leave this for a little taste later.
Leave that for later. You know, we're in the middle of the night and eat it.
Oh my God, with all this shrimp chicken. Oh, yeah, let me see this. I'm going to taste this chicken for y'all, though. I'm going to taste this chicken, though. I'm going to taste this chicken, though. Like I said, I don't really get political. I've tried to be quiet because I'm just like, you know, just because my platform is not as big as, you know, Rihanna's or Beyonce, that don't mean that there's not nobody out there listening. And we have, like I said in my status, and like I'm saying now, you have backed a culture into the wall. We have no room to breathe. We are suffocating right along with George Floyd. We are suffocating and we can't breathe. And at this point, we're ready to die right along beside him. Is that how you say that? Because you either stand for something or you fall for anything. And that can be brought on by any situation. But when I speak about George Floyd, I speak about him as a brother. Just because that's literally how I feel. I'm over it. I'm over it. And he was.
And also, whenever a black man dies, they always try to bring up his past. things he might have done in his past. That ain't got shit to do with killing that man.
No.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
No.
This man, he wasn't killing nobody when he just lost his life. He wasn't robbing nobody when he just lost his life. They talk about some forgery charge, but how you even tell if a check was forged until you run into the bank? The bank got to run the numbers. The check the store where he at can't run those numbers.
Right.
So how they know it was being forged? I don't believe that.
Yeah.
But regardless, none of that matters. None of it matters. You still killed the dude. That's like me seeing the white boy that killed him and then I shoot him. You know, for killing, what's his name? George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, lost my train of thought.
No, you said just like if you was to kill him because he killed George Floyd, that's retaliation.
Exactly.
Right?
There we go.
They would have locked you up in 10.5 seconds.
Exactly.
When you out here, doing exactly what the white supremacists said they was doing. You was a citizen's arrest. Yeah. Because y'all wasn't arresting them.
Yep.
So now we out there with our shotguns and whatever, and we out there trying to do a citizen's arrest.
I know he committed murder because I got it on tape, so I ain't got to guess.
We watched it. For all of how many minutes, honey?
8 minutes and like 30 seconds.
8 minutes and 30 seconds. You held your knee down on a man's neck. There is no question of whether he murdered him. He shouldn't even have got third degree. No. That was first degree murder. No. First of all,
he had 8 minutes to say, all right, this dude's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't care. So that's first degree. Mm. Premeditated, that was premeditated to me. You had more than enough time. It's not out of anger, out of passion. So for them to charge him with third degree, even second degree, like he gonna get second degree? It's crazy. Because
they only doing it because we're rioting in these streets. They're doing it to say, okay, y'all can be quiet now. We did this. But did you? And how much time will he actually serve?
Mm-hmm. Probation.
First of all, y'all already gave him third degree. Y'all already gave him third degree. Mm-hmm. How much time will he serve? And I seen something where they were showing his track record. And this is not the first thing he's done.
12 complaints?
Yeah, 12 complaints before on his record where he assaulted somebody and all these things that he's done. You wondering why he was even there. How many times can the city or the law enforcement drop the ball?
How can the police the police? Like, that don't make sense. You can't have cops, police and cops that work together. Y'all in the same city. Mm-hmm. You know, how you gonna investigate your brother in blue? Now these feds are supposed to be doing something. I ain't heard nothing come from the feds. It's supposed to be investigation. Mm-hmm. Investigating. Nothing came from that. I haven't heard the feds say anything. Because cops all stick together. That's it.
Yeah.
That's point blank.
You know how we know that? It's been proven.
It's a track record.
What I say? A pattern of consistent behaviors. And you tell me why it's more leeway than anything. You tell me why they're getting more comfortable than more fearful of anything. You telling me why we still dying out here. If all lives matter.
You want wings? You have some wings?
I had one. It was spicy. It was actually good. I'm a little full. That's already heavy. Yes. It took... Let me take out my teeth first. I ain't fucking joke that. If you say all lives matter, then you're also speaking about black lives. Because they're a part of the all. They're a part of that system. Maybe not you. So when you try to rebut the Black Lives Matter to insist that all lives matter, it's still saying that Black Lives Matter. So even when you say hashtag all lives matter, thank you. Thank you so much. Because they do. And that's what we're trying to get across. That's that point that we're trying to get across. All lives do matter, including the black ones. Unless y'all left us out of that equation, that part. I don't know. I've been over it since Trayvon Martin. I think that's when, like, I really lost faith in any kind of justice system. Because the way my heart was set up after that whole Trayvon Martin thing, after George Zimmerman actually got off and found not guilty.
And he got rich off of it.
He got rich. Yes, he did. And like I said, if you're a decent person and you've seen the facts of that case, there's no way that he should have not been found not guilty. He was unarmed in his own neighborhood, coming from a store. Cops was already called. We cannot make this stuff up. It can't be made up. It's not a thing. Don't ask us to sit down. Don't ask us to be quiet. Don't ask us for those things anymore. Because we're done with that. We're past that. We're past all of that. Obviously, we out here in these streets. You already know what we about. And that's just the reality, y'all. Like I said, I can talk about it all day. And I still have to go to work tomorrow. And that's the reality on it. You know, justice for George Floyd. Justice for Breonna. I want to say Breonna Taylor, who was gunned down in her home. Justice for Aubrey, who was shot down in the street while jogging. Justice for all of them. And don't never stop saying their name. Don't never let them forget. Don't do it, because that's what they want. Remind them every day. Because we live in this life. My life ain't like yours. My fear ain't like yours. So, stay safe, y'all. I hope y'all not out here. If you are out here protesting, just be safe. Make all the right decisions. You know what I mean? Support Black lives. Support your Black friends. Support Hibachis. Because they good as shit. Okay? But, yeah, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all go on that note. I'm going to finish my night off with my family. With Emmari, with the kids, with my mom, and just appreciating what I have here for as long as I can, because at any time that could be ended by nonsense. You know, I could walk out here and get hit by a car, or I could walk out here and get shot in my ass by a cop. You never fucking know. So I'm going to love my family tonight and any other night that I have. And that's it. Black lives, hoes. Black lives. Good day.